and welcome back to yet another episode of Garage Party. And on today's episode, I'm in sweatpants. Just for the intro. That being said, in this episode you're going to see the F100, which either by the thumbnail it will either be a really bad thumbnail of this, because I just took it, or an actual picture of the truck. I don't know yet. You'll know by the thumbnail that I'll pick in a couple hours. That being said, in this episode is just really kind of probably going to be a short little sweet episode, fucking getting the frame back here with the time lapse of shit and whatever else and fun stuff and things and whatever else. So this is mainly just going to be the setup to what is to come for the fucking F100. That being said, I hope you enjoy. Come up with a genius idea, because typically I would use my trailer. I'd lift that up, I'd move the frame with the bed, and set the cab on the trailer. Well, my trailer is occupied, and here's why. Because there's a Mustang on it that I just did the same thing. So what I'm gonna do, as we've seen the new 84 that I have, it's got quite the bed on it. I wish I could also use this one, because that would also be even more pure and correct to do that one, but I don't know which video is coming out first, if this is or if that one is. Probably that one. So as stated in the last episode, I'm in between putting gaskets on that thing right now to make it run right. So that this cab width, not even like from bottom to bottom, it's like the widest points are 77 inches. That bed is like, I don't know, like 87, 89 or something. It's much wider than that is. So what I'm gonna do, and even with the crane in the back, the little hoist, from that's like I mean, it clears by miles. So what I'm gonna do, I'm sure you're picking up what I'm putting down. We're gonna lift the cab up, I'll roll the frame of the bed back, and then we'll put the cab in the bed of the truck, and I'll have it set on some tires and stuff. Then we'll bring the frame back, take the bed up, move the frame back, and then just set the bed on the ground for now. So that's the plan. It's going to be funny. It's going to be fun. I'm very excited to do this. It's a new one. I haven't done something. I haven't put something in the back of this, so this is fantastic that I have flatbeds now. So yeah, let's go ahead and get moving before daylight falls. Well, nighttime comes. I don't know. It's been a little bit since I threw everything and moved everything and put all the stuff over there. So now what we're gonna prep is the shop itself. I think I'll, instead of doing a time lapse, because this will probably take me a while, but I'm gonna try to get everything all cleaned up. So I think I'm gonna work on most of the night, as much as I can. Up here's not too big of a deal, and obviously it's a fucking disaster at the moment because boxes all over, a new welder that I got, tons of stuff. This is a Fusion I have to do a steering rack on, and this is a mess in itself. But I think I'm gonna start, actually, I gotta move my heater and stuff. I gotta start in the back. Now, we've seen the back of the shop clean before. Well, now it's full of stuff. I need to figure out exactly what I'm gonna do first. I think I need to start back here and get the snowmobile out of here, which I don't think I'll ever mess with. I need to get rid of it, actually. for free. So once again, whoever watched this, if I still have this when this is posted, it's free. It could use, I don't know, carbs and stuff. I'm just too unmotivated to work on it with everything else I have, so free. I've got one other one I gotta see what's wrong with it. It's an EFI one that I really hope to keep. Once again, free. That's where this one is. Boom. Sometime soon we'll get a video on quads and stuff, and hopefully go rip around when the weather gets a bit warmer. But yeah, I need to start getting this back here prepped, so it'd be cool if I could slide that frame in here tonight. I kind of doubt that that's going to happen, but if I can get it set up so that way it can get close to it, because I'll have to flat toe that thing out here just because, like I've stated already, it still doesn't move. So yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I don't know, this video is probably going to be a weird short one, just literally an introduction of what we're going to be doing for the series. So I'll probably honestly end up ending it once that frame does get back here. So you know what? I think I will leave a time lapse of this place getting decently cleaned, better than it was, enough to fit that frame back here comfortably, so that way we can start doing work on that and getting it all nice and prepped for that big block with a transmission that's hiding somewhere back there. And then there's one other slight surprise thing that I'm gonna do. I might have mentioned it before, but we'll mention it later on because it's gonna be more than just a stock 460 big block going in it. All right, look at that. Boom, frames in. All the stuff you saw me move out will be coming back in. To finish off the night, I'm not even gonna, I mean, it's not gonna be clean, because I don't have the time for that right now. But some of the stuff is gonna be moved in front of the frame for now, and then some other stuff is gonna be left out there, which is no biggie. Hopefully this weekend I can get on more of that stuff, but I do have some other stuff I have to take care of. But I think this is going to conclude part one of probably a very long, extensive series, because that's what everyone wants to see, of the buildup of this F100. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier or not. This F100 is on it's a 75 cab, well, front end. I think it's technically a 77. I think that's what the VIN is. So like cab and bed are off 77, front end is a 75, which I'm keeping the 75 front end. I like the 75 front ends. But this frame is a 65, which is pretty neat. I mean, that kind of just goes to show you that yes, they all do bolt up. At least I'm told. Yeah, so what's gonna happen next is we're gonna sand the frame, paint the frame. Well, I mean, that's probably not gonna be the first thing I do, but well, maybe I don't know yet. A lot of people, like as you know, probably Crown Vic swap these. Some of them put the entire body and bed on a Crown Vic frame. I'm not gonna do that. I have this vision of needing to use the factory setup that it has in order to accomplish said vision, which I think at the end will be pretty cool. But yeah, I know I told you the drivetrain, which is a big block 460 with C6 behind it, just a little auto. But yeah, so I mean, with this all, I'll install get a fuel tank. You know, I'll paint the frame. I'll redo the brakes. Up front's gonna get a disc conversion for sure, because I think the 75 brakes and everything will just go straight onto these. I think. I don't know. I've done a little research, not much. So with that, front disc brakes at the front. I'll probably leave the drums at the rear. I'll check them, see if they're okay. If they're not good, I'll put new shoes and stuff on it because it's not that hard. And yeah, and while it sits like this, before the cab and stuff go back on, I'm gonna for sure stuff. It's gonna be a full drivetrain when it's done. By the time it rolls out of here officially to put the cab back on, it'll have a drive shaft, an engine, a transmission, and yeah, and hell, I might even fire it up as it sits just to see how it does, throw some gauges on it and stuff. I'll probably redo all the brake lines. Some of these look pretty good. At least these hard lines back there look good. Obviously, all new rubber hoses will be needed. Possible leaf spring bushings. That one needs a nut on it because I just saw that doesn't have it. So just nut and bolt check everything. And probably new suspension up front. Definitely new shocks. Probably gonna leave stock coils. Well, might do some aftermarket setups, whatever. I'll check all the bushings, everything else. If everything else is good, then that'll save me money and time. But it's already a pretty clean frame, which is good. We've got a really good start. So, yeah. That being said, in the next video, I don't exactly know what I'm going to be doing, but I will figure it out by the time I start filming it. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed this one. I know this one was probably pretty boring, but at least you got to see me rip the body and stuff off of it and put it in the bed of another truck. That I think is cool. And now we have this back here. So that means we have to start working on it. And that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't like it, well, that's fine. Maybe tell me why you don't like it. Maybe you don't like me. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, we'll see you next time.